Hello everyone. Today we are going to take up the second poem of this book called The First Flight. And the name of the poem is Fire and Ice. Like the last poem, Dust of Snow. This poem is also been written by Robert Frost. We have learned about Robert Frost in our last poem. So we will straight away go into this poem. This poem is considered to be a symbolic poem. Why? Because over here, Robert Frost, he terms fire to be the desire of human being, and he symbolizes ice to be the hate, the emotion of hate, the emotion of desire. He compares these two. That is why it is known as to be a metamorphic poem, where fire represents desire and ice represents hate. We will quickly check the first stanza of this poem. I'll ask all of you to check the lines that are written in the first stanza. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. For what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. So in the first stanza, the poet is with fire. He says that he is in favor of desire. He says that if the world has to perish or if the world has to disappear, then desire is enough to destroy the world, to end the world. Here, when we talk about desire, do we know what is the limit of desire? Here is where I would like to talk to you about the richest people of India. If we have a list of 10 people, those who are the richest in India, I'm sure over there is going to be the name of this called Ambani. Ambanis are rich. Okay, if it so happens that you get a chance to talk to them, and you happen to ask a question that sir, you have earned a lot, so what is the limit up till how much you will be earning? I'm sure they are going to answer that there is no limit. Okay, we don't know that how much we should earn to have a successful life. There is where this comes into action. Desire. We people, we don't know how much we need or how much should we desire for a particular thing. And we keep on desiring more and more. When it becomes excess, gradually it works towards the end of it. When excessive of desire comes, that brings so many other emotions which are harmful for us. So this is what the poet over here is trying to tell us. In the next stanza, when we will read that, we will see. But in the first stanza, you see, he also said that in third line, for what I have tasted of desire. So Robert Frost says that what he has tasted of desire, it is very potential to kill the world. So very smartly he tries to say that we should know the limit. We should always be in limit, or we should know the limit till where we should go. Anything excess of fire or excess of ice will always spoil the things. In other words, it will help in destruction. Okay, so this is what the poet is trying to say in the first 4 lines. Quickly let us check the rhyming scheme. I would give you this task. Please find out the rhyming scheme of the poem. Okay, the next literary device that is there, you see line number 1 and line number 2 starts with this. Some say and some say. These two are known as to be the anaphora, a word or a phrase which is repeatedly used in the first line or in the second line, or back to back in 2 lines. The same words are being used, or the same phrase is being used to start the line, is known as to be anaphora. Please underline and mark that to be the anaphora which is being used by Robert Frost in the first 2 lines of the poem. I'm sure you have found out the rhyming scheme or the rhyming pattern of the first 4 lines. There is assonance task for you. You have to find out the assonance, and there is alliteration also. You have to find that. In our last poem we spoke about assonance as well as alliteration. You are aware of it. Try to identify identify that. Why